Hello everybody, it is Jexo, and in today's video we're going to be going over a beginner's guide to Ninja Tycoon for new players. So right away we're on the menu, and this is a selection of tycoons you can have. So as you can see, it says select tycoon. There are 9 tycoons in the game. So you are just going to pick a tycoon to start off. Uchiha is probably the best one in the game in my opinion. Hatake and Tatsuki are pretty good. So right away I'm going to choose Uchiha, and it's basically like every other tycoon game. First you want to start off by getting the travel ninja over here. He's for free, and you want to get your first dropper for free. It is one of those games where you have to click the first dropper in order to get money. So you're able to get money in this game. As you can see, I'm just starting off by clicking my dropper in order to get some cash in order to build up my tycoon. So right away this dropper is pretty good for getting cash, and you'll also spawn in with a move called combat. Now combat only has like 4 hits or 5, and it's just used to fight people if you don't have any attacks at the start of the game. So right away I can just start off by attacking this bot that spawns right in front of my tycoon. These bots drop Ryu or money. I'm obviously getting attacked, so I'm not going to win that. I'm just going to back out from fighting that guy. So as you can see, you do have combat. Combat is used to fight the bots in order to get money at the start of the game. Or you could just go over and, unlike other tycoon games, you can steal cash from other people's tycoon. Wait, I'm going to turn off the camera shake and music. If you turn off camera shake, it's easier for the game because your camera doesn't shake when people use attacks. So anyway, I stole some money from this guy's tycoon. I got 17,000 cash just by stealing it. And you can use cash in the shop or also in your tycoon. Now, I would suggest at the start of the game, if you get cash, don't buy walls and don't buy any of these props at the start. You want to start off by actually getting all your droppers first, because the more cash you get in this game, the better attacks you can get in this game. So I'm just going to start off by collecting all of my droppers in order to be able to purchase shop items and also just build up my tycoon. If anything, I think you should build up your tycoon last, because in the beginning you don't really need it. You just need to focus on getting money. So at some point you don't even need to click on this dropper anymore. It's not going to give you enough cash or just keep up with the other droppers. So I just leave it for now. We are going to go back over to this guy's base because it will give us a big sum of cash. See over in the corner, 37k cash. Now you don't just have to steal one person's money, you can steal multiple people's money. So utilize that by going over to many other tycoons and just stealing money. So this is the map from the travel ninja. So my tycoon's going to be over in the south area right there. So by clicking on south, I just need to look around. The waterfall's in the front, so you'll always tell by the waterfall. As you can see, I'm back at my tycoon. It's not very hard to travel over as long as you use a travel ninja. You can use that also to go to the shop, which is over here. Now the shop is used to get abilities and stances. It's also got its own travel ninja, so you don't need to purchase that. So the second floor is for pay to win people. All of these abilities right here are for pay to wins if you want to spend money on the game in order to get these abilities. Now if you do pay to win, I will say it's easily pay to win. You're going to be really good if you get Baron mode or Riku Rin. Now up here is the free game passes, so you have to grind out and get that thing called Ryu. Under my cash amount, Ryu allows you to purchase free-to-play modes, and also a lot of free-to-play users love to use these Susanos. This is the best one right here. I wouldn't use that Susano though, because if you actually want to be decent at the game, I would get these abilities, because this ability right here is really good for free-to-plays. It's a stun, and over here Great Flame Days is also really good, but I don't have enough cash for that, so I'm just going to get Fireball. So I'm going to use my inventory to switch out combat and move Kirafe and Fireball to the front of my loadout. as you can see, there's this thing in settings called clean inventory, and you can clean out any abilities you want. It will reset you if you try to clean out abilities. So as you can see, I respawn, but I have these two abilities and no combat, so you don't need to keep combat in your inventory the entire time you play, which is a very good feature in my opinion. Also, you can use a scroll. If you don't like seeing it on your screen, you can just tap it and it goes away. So that is how you swap out abilities. Also, these are the free Ryu passes. So this Minato one is really good. It can make you fast, but it doesn't give you health. This limited one is only for Halloween, which is only around during Halloween, which means you have to grind Ryu for that. It is a lot. These are all the free-to-play passes. Free-to-play passes, in my opinion, are way better. So some of them have modes like this, and others you just tap on them and become that ability. So Baron mode is the second best in the game, and Rikurin's the best in the game. But Rikurin comes around every once in a while, so when it does come out, if you are going to spend money on this game, I would highly recommend spending it on Rikurin if you want to be very good. Now, as you can see, I just use my abilities on this bot, and it takes a lot of damage with just these two abilities. I could have a lot more abilities in my inventory. Now, they do have a cooldown. That's one thing you have to remember when using abilities in this game. You can't just spam them. They do have a cooldown. So once you kill this bot, you can claim the money or the Ryu that it drops. For this one, it gave me money. And if I want to attack him, I just use my abilities again. Use Fireball on him. Oh, that didn't even hit. Just use Fireball and Kirafe if you're a starter, because that does do a lot of damage to the bots and you can claim money faster. So I'll just use Fireball again on it. As you can see, it hits and it does burn damage. And Kirafe stuns and does a lot of damage. So I stole some money from the bots and it gave me a ton more cash, which I can use to buy more droppers. And also just be prepared for later in the game when I want to buy more abilities, which is good. For this next clip, I'm going to be going over what you can do in the shop, and also just the raid spawns in every once in a while. Once the raid spawns in, kill the boss and you'll get a ton of Ryu. Over in here in missions, you can fight bosses. This is the easiest boss, Mizuki. He drops cash and Ryu. Obviously, you get cash more than Ryu. And the higher the difficulty the boss, the more Ryu and cash percentage you can get. Kaguya, I would fight the most because she drops the most Ryu and the most cash. Now down here is the Akatsuki Showdown. This drops a actual mode that you can get, and it drops abilities for the Akatsuki mode. And on hard mode, you can have a higher chance of getting it. I would only do that if you have a pay to win in your lobby, because it's kind of hard to do with free to play. But anyway, you can purchase more abilities in the shop. Rock Boulder Throw is pretty good. Water Sharks is also very good because it stuns enemies for a little bit. This Tornado ability sends people flying in the air and does good damage. And also the Ninja Gauntlet is pretty good because it shoots out 3 different abilities: fire, electric, earth, and I think water. So I'm just going to switch around the abilities in my inventory. And after switching around the abilities in my inventory to what I like, I can go down back onto the normal map. As you can see, we'll just go back to south or east, or we can go fight a boss. So I'm going to actually fight a boss, Orochimaru. So right away I'm going to start off with this stun, and then we're going to go over to my Tornado. As you can see, it does a ton of damage. Water Sharks keeps them in place. And I'll just spam these other abilities. Sometimes if you get near a barrier, they won't shoot in the direction you want. So I use Fireball and then Boulder Throw. And bam, Orochimaru's dead. Now, it's not guaranteed they'll drop all the time, but they also have a respawn timer. So just utilize that when you fight bosses. Now I'm going to go back on the island, and Raid usually spawns. Here, let me get up here. Raid spawns back there on that waterfall. You'll see it because it's a big red portal that'll just light up and you can collect raid stuff. So this is the end of the video. I know I haven't been making videos for a little bit, but hey, it's 2025, so I'm going to start making more videos. Don't forget to subscribe. We want to hit 1,000 subscribers by this new year of 2025. That'd be awesome. I'm currently at like 120 right now. So anyway, see ya. Thanks.